Hey guys, sorry about that. Usually, I was listening to Pandora when I decided to start this live video, and usually the Pandora will stop playing when I hit the microphone, and it did not. I do apologize if there's some wind, if it becomes terrible, or if the sound of the wind is too loud through the video. Just let me know, and I'll stop. Hey Sheena, how you doing? Hey Juanita. So I'm out with the girls. I've already made my step goal for the day, 2,000 or 10,500 steps. I think I'm at about 11,000 steps right now. But I'm just walking on this gorgeous day. I'm not kidding you guys. Right now it's like 76, 75 degrees. The wind is blowing, as you can probably hear in the microphone. It's so dry. It's such a dry air. It's not humid. It's fantastic. I'm getting some vitamin sunlight on this very Casper white skin of mine. But anyway, okay, so I'm struggling. And let me give you a little bit of background. Hey, I'm from Florida. Live in the Sunshine State. Finish hubby's taxes. Ew. I don't like doing taxes at all. My husband takes care of those for us. It's 63. No, it's beautiful out here. Come on, girls, get across the street. Get across the street. Sorry. They got sidetracked. Okay, so you guys know that I was intermittent fasting. I actually started intermittent fasting about 2 months into my journey. I was still working on correcting my blood sugar. Hey, can one of you comment if the sound is okay? Is the sound okay? Let me know if you can hear me okay. Great. Thank you, Juanita. Thank you, Sheena. Okay, so you guys know that I started keto, and at about 2 months in, hey, Deb. I started intermittent fasting to correct my blood sugar. I was also doing it because of the promise of quick weight loss. But as you guys all know, I was on very strict, very clean keto. You guys know I work out every single day. I aim for 30 to 40 minutes of exercise. You know I do keto and I restrict calories. I keep my calories, my goal is 1,500, but I keep it under 1,700 a day. You know my average calorie burn is like 2,600. So technically on paper, I'm burning, come on girls. They are being so bratty today. And when 110 pounds of boxer starts pulling you, I'm getting a workout right now. They see a squirrel. Let's go. But anyway, so you guys know I've been doing everything right, and I'm in a place in my head where I feel like I'm failing. I feel like I'm failing. Not because of weight loss, not at all. What's got me feeling like a failure is that all of these YouTubers, I started keto and I'm not hungry. I can go days without eating. I have no appetite. Good Lord. By about 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm starving. Fasting was very hard for me. And I had a couple people tell me, you started fasting too soon. You didn't give your body enough time to become fat adapted. And so, you know, when I first started fasting, I accomplished a lot of great things fasting. Don't get me wrong. And I totally believe in the science behind it. But I hear so many people, they're like, I ate at 4 o'clock 2 weeks ago. Dude, I'm not even freaking hungry. I could go another 17 days without eating. And me, if I go like 5 hours without eating, I'm starving. Not really. I'm exaggerating. So I usually eat my last meal at around 7 o'clock at night. Hi, Miss Nona. I usually eat my last meal because I come from a time where women were told that if they ate after 7 o'clock at night, they were going to become a pumpkin. Not like the nice coach in Cinderella, but like they were going to blow up like a pumpkin. So I've always followed that rule. Don't eat after 6. Definitely not after 7. And so when I'm waking up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm actually almost 12 hours fasted. I'm not really hungry when I first wake up. Honestly, if I did not love my bulletproof coffee so much, and I actually think it's my bulletproof coffee that's making me struggle. If I didn't love bulletproof coffee, fasting 16 hours a day would be nothing for me. Once I get past 48 hours, am I hungry? But that's the thing. How do you get past 48 hours? Oh my God. I would be like tearing people's heads off, and I would not be a happy person. Like I'm trying to function at work, and that's what I'm saying. I don't get it. And that's where I feel like a failure. I hear so many people like, yep, I'm 21 hours fasted. I'm just now starting to get hungry. And I'm thinking, please, I've been fasting 16 hours and I was hungry 4 hours ago. And then you get the people that make you think you're weak. They'll make statements like, you just gotta fight through the hunger. I don't want to be miserable. In my head, I'm thinking, okay. Now you gotta understand, I'm not trying to be a keto coach. This is my vlog. This is my journey. And so I'm struggling with this. And so I'm just putting it out there. I'm not trying to teach nobody anything. I'm just saying, hey, this is me, and this is how messed up my life is right now. Okay, so I hear all of these people just repeatedly say, I'm not even hungry till 5 o'clock the next day. And so it makes me feel weird. It makes me feel like an oddball. It makes me feel like a failure. It makes me feel like I'm not successful ketogenically, because why am I starving? If I was good at this, you know what I'm saying? If I was good at this, if I was good at keto, if I was truly fat adapted, I wouldn't be starving to death. And so when I'm fasting, and I'm blowing this up, and I'm sensationalizing it just a little bit. The reality is that if I didn't love bulletproof coffee, I could get up in the morning, I could take my butt to work, I could work out, and I could very comfortably make 12 hours fast. I could comfortably make 13, 14 hours. But around the 14-hour mark, I start physically getting hungry. Like stomach growling, making audible noises, feeling like I'm starving. Have a nice weekend. Hope you post self-defense. Yeah, I might. Thank you so much. That is definitely an idea, and I know you've brought it up a couple times. Do you think it has to do with how high? My ketones aren't high. My ketones aren't high at all. Like this whole entire journey, the highest I've ever seen my ketones is 2.1, and that was doing a 21-hour fast. Now, what I do have to say, my blood sugar this week has been beautiful. Oh. Hi, how are you? Come on, girls, let's go. That baby can't play. So, since I've been doing total carbs after my debacle 8 days ago, I started doing total carbohydrates again, and I've been keeping them 20 or less. Actually, I've been keeping them 10 or less here recently. And I've noticed that my morning blood sugars have been beautiful. They've been 95, 94, 97, which is really great, and I'm very happy. That right there shows that there's some healing going on. So here's my thing. And I need you guys to just be really honest with me. That's what I'm here for. I'm using you guys right now as a sounding board, saying I'm struggling with this and I really don't know what to do. So I'm watching other keto YouTubers. Yes. I'm watching other keto YouTubers intermittent fasting, and the weight just drops off them. They drop. But then I start thinking to myself, but wait a minute, I was fasting the first 8 months of my journey and I only lost 26 pounds. I was fasting, I was doing strict keto, I was exercising, and I only lost 26 pounds. So even when I was doing those 20-hour fasts, those 21-hour fasts, even when I was doing all of those fasts, I still wasn't losing weight. I was losing weight about 1.5 pounds a month. That was it. But I guess the thing is I'm feeling like, I don't know. It's like I'm watching all of these other people, and I guess I'm comparing my journey. And even though I know that this is for life, yeah, there may be parasites making you feel hungry. I don't know. I've always been, well, when I was a diabetic, I was hungry all the time. And I'm no longer considered a diabetic. My blood glucose has been beautiful. My blood glucose overall is down about 30 points on average, 30 to 50 points. But it's just really frustrating because I'm feeling like I'm failing because, like I said, you've got all of these people out there that are fasting, and when they do their videos, they're like, I'm not hungry at all. I don't feel like eating. And so I feel like a failure because at 12 hours, I am freaking starving. I'm ready to chew somebody's arm off. And I just don't know. It's like, I guess that what I have to really do is put myself in check, and I have to ask myself, am I trying to go back to fasting because I think I'm going to have faster results in weight loss? And if that is the case, then am I really being true to my new goal and mantra of giving up the scale, not measuring my value by the number on the scale? I mean, I would be outright lying to you if I said, fully being honest in a social media. Yeah, and I think some of them are exaggerated. I was struggling too for a while. My protein intake was too high. I think I don't know. I wish one of these like a professional, but they charge so much money. I just wish that I knew somebody that was thoroughly versed in keto that didn't charge, $100 and something a month for a consultation. Blood sugar has went way down. Keto went way up since I've dropped my protein and raised my fat. Well, and that's the thing too. It's like, what do you believe? I've got about 8 YouTubers that I look to for information that I trust. These are people who are not trying to find a way to cheat keto. They're not trying to, they are very strict, very clean. They're keto police, They look at all ingredients, and they've been doing it for a while. They've had great success, and so I look at them for advice, and I look at them for research and for education. But it's like, help me. I have 2 or 3 people telling me that I need to stop exercising. I have 2 or 3 people telling me I need to eat more. I have 2 or 3 people telling me I need to fast more. I have 2 or 3 people telling me my protein's too high. 2 or 3 telling me my fat's too high. My fat's not high enough. I need to cut out dairy. I need to give up nuts. I need to go zero carb. I need to go carnivore. So I have all of these things, and I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I guess I feel like I'm failing because, once again, I'm watching everybody else's journey. Yes, Thomas DeLauer, I gotta tell you though, I was loving him until he commercialized. And now he's trying to push all of these keto products. And I'm one of these people that don't believe you need anything other than whole, nutritious, real food to achieve. I mean, okay, I make my Soleil water and I do take potassium and magnesium supplements. Are you okay? What's the matter? What's happening? Hold on. Something's wrong with my puppy. What's the matter, baby? Let me see. You got a bug on your butt? You okay now? Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. Baby, why are you digging at your butt? What's happening? Go potty. I don't know. My dog is acting really weird at this moment, and I can't figure out what's going on. But every once in a while, I think she gets constipated. What are you doing, Carmi? Come on. Sorry about that. Boxer life. She's walking really weird, and she's acting like there's something biting her on her knee, and I don't see anything. I don't see anything there. Or maybe she's trying to go to the bathroom. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, that was way too TMI. So I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated right now. Not with the weight loss. Not with the weight loss. I'm frustrated with the, like, oh my gosh, what do I do? The only thing, Whole Foods aren't the same nutritional wise, like in the 50s. Right. Oh no, I'm definitely keto. I don't like buy grass fed every time. I buy what's on my budget, and if grass fed happens to be on sale, I'll buy it. But I'm lucky because there's just 2 of us I'm cooking for. And so, if I buy 6 pounds of grass fed beef, that's a meal and a half for us. That's usually a meal for us and then leftovers. So I can kind of afford to do that because I'm not feeding a big family. But I got to be honest with you, I'm not too hyper focused on like all grass feds and stuff like that. I don't know. But anyway, so I don't know. I wish there was like a keto doctor that I would send him everything. I mean, think about the amazing research he would have. I would let him see my Fitbit account. I would let him see everything that I eat. I would let him see my carb manager journal. I mean, you guys know how honest I am on my journey. I'm very honest. I'm honest when I have a bad day, and I'm honest when I have a good day, and I'm honest when I'm frustrated, or I'm just like, I don't know what to do. So, okay, so let's get back to the intermittent fasting. So I gave myself, I used to be a coffee snob. I'm talking one of those $6-7 a day coffee habits, right? And I had the cream, and I had the sugar, and I had the flavored syrups and the cinnamon, and I needed that froth on the top, and give me a latte, and give me a cappuccino, and give me an espresso. And I was a real coffee snob. And so when I came to keto, coffee was one of the most difficult transitions for me. It was actually more difficult than giving up sugar and sweets and bread. It was more coffee, giving up my fluffy coffee in the morning. And so I started finding keto versions of my fluffy coffee. And I slowly, reduced the amount of sweetener, and I reduced the amount of cream. And then I even learned to drink my coffee black. And for a while, I convinced myself that I was perfectly okay with black coffee. But to be honest with you, what I was doing is on the weekends, I would say, okay, well, I'm not going to fast today. I'm going to have a bulletproof coffee. Or I would say, I'm going to have a fat fast today. So it's okay if I have a bulletproof coffee. And when I started drinking them again, I realized how much I missed my coffee and how enjoyable my life was and how happy it made my heart to drink that bulletproof coffee. And so now I'm like, I need to get back to fasting again. I need to start fasting again, and I can't give up the coffee. I don't want to give up the coffee. I'm enjoying the cream. And I mean, my bulletproof coffees are not 700 calories. My bulletproof coffee in the morning before my workout is 250 calories. When I do it full on, it's 200 and it's a teaspoon of Swerve. It's a teaspoon of organic ground cinnamon. It is 1 drop of almond extract. It's 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, and then a really good strong Colombian coffee. And sometimes I'll put a little MCT oil in there. If I'm when I say a little, I'm talking a few drops. If I'm having trouble going to the bathroom, because MCT oil helps that. But I noticed that when I started drinking the bulletproof coffee, I was having more productive workouts. My workouts seemed to be stronger, more intense. I could give it more. I felt better than when I was working out fasted. So now that I'm struggling with, should I go back to fasting? Should I try to start fasting again? I'm really upset about having to give up that coffee in the morning. And I'm really not looking forward to it. And then there's that part of me that says, if you can't sustain this for a lifetime and enjoy it, then what's the point? Because you're not going to stick to it. If I have to get so strict with keto and intermittent fasting that it feels like a diet, and that is one of the things that I love about keto, is it doesn't feel like a diet to me. I don't feel deprived at all until I start talking about fasting, and then I think, well, now I got to give up my coffee. And that's like my favorite part of the day. I look forward to it. Serious as a heart attack. I find myself before I go to bed going, I can't wait to get up and make a bulletproof coffee. And if I had decaf coffee at my house, I would probably make one before bed. I mean, I'm just saying, I love the coffee. So I'm conflicted. What do I do? What do I do? Do I just keep doing keto? Do I keep doing total carbs? And hopefully one day I'll meet my goal weight. Do I try fasting again to see if I can shake things up and give up the coffee? I don't know. I'm frustrated. I hate making decisions like this. And I got to be honest with you again. So a couple mornings over the last week or so, I've gotten up and I've said, I'm not going to have my coffee this morning. That's so hard for me, Sheena, because I get off at between 4 and 5 o'clock. I'm salary, so yeah, you know how that goes. My quitting time is 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. And I have almost an hour commute home. So I don't get home. I don't get in the door before 5 o'clock, 5:30. And so trying to get something on the dinner table before 6 o'clock, especially when you're cooking, is almost impossible. Now, when I do meal prep on Sundays, that's easy. But I've been working so many weekends. I got so many weekends I'm working. Meal prep is me and my husband are just going to be flying by the seat of our pants as far as trying to, keep it keto, keep it low carb. And let me just tell you, he's doing fan-freaking-tastic. Yeah. So I feel happier and I feel more satisfied having my coffee. However, I can't really complain about the scale, and I can't really complain about hitting a weight loss plateau if I'm not fasting. I mean, does that sound right? I mean, some people can eat 3,000 calories on keto and still lose weight. I don't think I need to cut my calories. I really don't. Because according to my Fitbit, my average calorie burn is 2,600 calories, and I don't eat over 1,700 calories, maybe once every couple weeks. Most of the time, my calorie intake's between 1,500 and 1,700. So even if my Fitbit is not correct, even if it's 30% wrong about my calorie burn, I'm still running a 500 to 700 calorie deficit every single day. So I don't think it's my calories I need to adjust. I eat clean. I don't eat a lot of processed foods. I don't drink like the Bang energy drinks. Yeah, I tried butter. I love heavy whipping cream. I do. I thought maybe I might try ghee. I don't know. I'll play around. I have been putting collagen in my coffee though. Just a little update. I have 15% battery left, so I'm going to have to get off here in a minute. But I've been doing collagen peptides because, I told you I've been having trouble. The reason I've never really grown out my fingernails is because they're so weak. They're so flimsy. They peel, they bubble, they split. And I'm trying very hard to grow them out. I know, it's crazy. Well, just about the time I think I've got it figured out, I hit another stall. And if you go back and you watch my journey since I've been on keto, it's like I'll be losing like 2 pounds a month, and then I hit 6-8 week stalls. And then I'll drop a pound, then I'll drop another pound, and then I'll hit another 6 to 8 week stall. And I keep asking for help, but everyone has a different opinion about what to do. And I just, worst case scenario, I keep doing what I'm doing and my weight loss slows down. But I know that I'm still healing. I know that my body's still repairing. I know that keto is what I need to be doing. Use a blender when you try ghee, not your frother. It makes a difference. Okay, well, yeah. I need to get a quiet blender. I thought about doing that, buying a blender. Somebody told me my milk frother is not going to give it that thick richness that I love. So, and that would probably be better if I did ghee or if I did just coconut oil, because I love coconut. But I love the energy that it gives me. So maybe it is the heavy whipping cream that's stalling me. I wouldn't think that 2 tablespoons a day would do that, and I use organic Valley, so it doesn't have anything bad in it. It's just pasteurized cream. There's none of that other stuff, that Kerrigan or whatever in it. So we'll see. Maybe I'll try that. Maybe next week I'll try to switch up my bulletproof coffee and see if that. But it's a little loud. Yeah, wouldn't it be nice if they made one of those ninjas that weren't loud? And I don't want to wake up my husband either. And I even thought about making my bulletproof coffee and putting it in a really good thermos cup and then having it after my workout, just so that I can get that fasted workout. But the hardest part is having a 40-minute commute to work without coffee. Because I only get 5 or 6 hours of sleep a night, I am exhausted when I wake up in the morning. I am really exhausted. So the coffee helps pick me up and get me going. And in about 5 years, I'll be able to retire, and then I'll be able to sleep in. And I'll be fasting because my butt ain't going to get out of bed. I think my rule when I retire is I will not get out of bed before 7 unless I have to go to the bathroom. But then I'm going right back to bed. Yeah. Well, I'll give that a try, ladies. But keep bouncing off, please. I don't know. I think what it is that I'm seeing somebody have a lot of success and now they're passing me up. Like there's another YouTuber that, her and I have kind of been on the same weight loss, like losing the same amount of weight every month. And we've kind of been, and now she's changed some things up and now she's just dropping weight like crazy. And it's got me thinking, well, maybe I should go back to intermittent fasting. Hey, I just got my second low battery alert, which means I'm at less than 5%. Thank you guys for coming to my live stream. This will be my 365 to 50. My calories were great today. My exercise, I am now at about 13,000 steps. My calories in was 1,500. My macros were great. My total carbs were 14. My net carbs were 6. I did go high on protein, but that's because I ate a lot of chicken today. So, there's that. But anyway, I love you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow. I love you tomorrow. All right.